No, not really. I'm out in the greenhouse. I hope this is recording. I hope it is. So what I have up here are all the labels that I need for this month's planting. Here are my seeds. What am I missing? Maybe some plant pots. Really? Gee whiz. I don't need a beanie, I'm not going to be planting her. I have some soil down here that you just can't see. And I have some vermiculite, which I'll explain in a moment for those that don't know. But I need to get going because it's cold and I've got to start this thing. So I've made some space deliberately. I've put a couple of bits there that are ordinarily here that I need back here, but I need some workspace, you know. Girl needs a place to work. So, cabbage tulip. So, I need to find the card for cabbage tulip to make sure that I plant it in the right conditions. Cabbage tulip, don't plant out in the year of sowing, flowering March to May, can take 7 years to flower from seed. It's always good to know, isn't it? So that goes up there. That can now move over, which means that can go up there. So, and it's moist, well drained. So I'm going to need a pot with holes in the bottom. Gloves. Because, you know, me nails. Okay. So, that's too much. So, I fill to approximately 1 centimetre from the top. Water. I'm not going to show you this for all of them. I'm just giving a demonstration on how I'm doing what I'm doing so that you can actually see while you can still see. So with that, now that's got water pushed through it, just push down the soil. Not so it's compact, but so it's actually pushed down and there's a little bit more air out of it. Take my seeds. And I'm literally, and you're not going to be able to see these ones. These are really tiny. These are cabbage tulip and they didn't germinate last year. So putting a few in this year. Put them aside. So I've literally, with these ones, I've just sprinkled on top. And talking of sprinkling, sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Pat, 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 pat. One done. Moist, well drained. So that is going to go in a different spot to my moist and to my well drained. So that's basically what I'm going to do. So I'm going to speed up through, although no I won't. I'll do 2 more demonstrations first. So I've got a moist one here, one that needs to stay moist. So for a moist one, tray, pot, same as before, to about 1 centimetre from the top. . water. Now it's coming through. I've got to find it. I should have looked for it first. I'm looking for an iris blue flags. She's there. Now these seeds aren't quite as small, but they're still small. Them. So with these, this is the 4th year trying. I've managed to germinate them once. So with these being moist, I'm going to pop them in, and then a very small sprinkling of vermiculite. On goes a sprinkling of soil, and that's purely because this particular type doesn't have any specifics whether they sit on top or in the soil, and then they go up with the tray. That goes up on my "this is to be kept moist" shelf. So that's them. The other one, to demonstrate as it were, would be the well drained, which for me is pampas grass, which I never understood why pampas grass would be well drained when it needs to be kept moist to stay alive. But you know, germination, it's a different thing. So I didn't put my iris label in. Where's my iris label? There it is. Can't forget my labels. Okay, so white pampas grass is there. Now with this being well drained, wholly pot once more. Up to about 1 centimetre. These are tiny seeds too, almost like the tulip, almost. I'm going to sprinkle a few across the top. I've never managed to germinate these, and these are apparently really easy. Not for me, they're not. So for these ones, I'm going to water the soil now, because I forgot, before I put the top on. I'm going to do it gently because I don't want the seeds to be pushed down too far. A little sprinkling of soil. Pat, but don't push. White pampas grass, well drained. That's going to go over here. Now there is one more that I should demonstrate to you. Actually, if I can find it. There's some that are sowing outdoors directly, and there's some that you need to keep covered. Now, keeping something covered, I will get it all ready and then I'll show you why. So, it's Morning Glory. Morning Glory. Things that you find in your gloves. Morning Glory, Heavenly Blue. No, that's Blue Star. Oh, don't tell me I left that down the house. That would be really clever, wouldn't it? Hang on. There's one that's keep on top of soil. Okay, let's go with this one instead. Arboretum blue mink. Arboretum blue mink. Got a runny nose. Arboretum blue mink. There you are. There's you. And now I need to find the seeds. I mean, there's the heavenly blue seeds, but it's no good when I can't find the label. I don't know why I found the label, because I had all the labels before I came out. And now I've forgotten what I'm looking for. Blue mink. I'm looking for blue mink. Lisa, you're looking for a blue mink. Poppy. Negligence. That's not. I know you're in one of these. Blue mink. There we go. Okay. So this is a moist, well drained. Some plants like more wet conditions. Some plants prefer more drought. So it's always good to check. And the other thing is, just because I can turn around and say, oh, put it in a sunny spot and it will be fine all year through, doesn't mean it will be right for your country. Wherever you are in the world, and even when you're in a country as small as England, germination periods change place to place. Now up the road in the car has a completely different germination time to where I am right now, which is why I do a lot of experimenting with new plants to find out exactly where they need to go. Now, it's all well and good me doing that, but I'm going to have to pop that in just a little bit more, because this one is seal in a bag until germinated. Crinkle, crinkle. Bag, sandwich bag. Make sure it allows light in. So I've placed it over the pot, making sure that the bottom is available. Okay, I'm just twisting the excess and I'll push that under, like so. Now this is a moist, well drained, moist, well drained. So I don't want to pot for this. And this is going over here. But what will happen is this will basically water itself to a degree. I've already put the water in. What will happen is moisture will hit the bag and go back down again. So it'll keep it in a moist atmosphere and it'll keep it warmer as well. So, for the rest of this video, I'll speed up, but you can see roughly what I'm doing. Roughly. Okay. Hi, it's me again. Just thought I didn't explain the vermiculite. If something is to be kept moist, vermiculite holds some water, and when the plants need it, if there's drought, if there's lack of water somewhere, the plants will actually take it from the vermiculite because it's slow release and it swells when it's got water in it and it decreases when there's no water in it. So if you can't get out for a couple of days to water, or particularly dry spells, vermiculite is a very good aid, but I only use it with my moist germinators. I'll get back to it now. cornflour black ball. Need to go sow outside. And these are going in the community. So let's go to the community. That's not the community. That's the community. I better get back to the greenhouse, huh? Not many more to go. But first, I better let the cat in. Because I'm nice. Should be up at the greenhouse again in a minute. You know what curiosity did to cats? It worries me. Okay, so we're all done. I don't know what you can see right now because the camera is the other way around, but everything that I'm pointing to right now is stuff that I've done today. I still have a couple to do, but I need to do some research on them first because I was certain I had cards for them, but I don't. So I'm going to go in the house, look what I need to do, and then come back and put them up, make sure they're in the right conditions, and that's it for another couple of weeks. Although, of course, I will keep an eye on these. Take care.